Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here this evening. I want to thank our hosts, the Arlington Young Democrats, who put together this debate, and Jimmy McBurney for moderating. As many of you know, I got my real start in politics as a former president of the Arlington Young Democrats, and that beeping is not for me. It's where I made countless friends, helped elect amazing Democrats across Virginia, and it's where I met my brilliant wife, Sarah. The Young Democrats is also where I learned what drives me to this day. I believe in a Commonwealth that lifts everyone up and leaves no one behind. As your delegate, I've been a champion for our values in Richmond. I'm proud of the work I've done and the relationships I've developed to find common ground and get things accomplished. Over the last 8 years, I've been the patron, co-patron, or chief co-patron of 115 bills signed into law. I'm proud to have passed legislation addressing everything from small business procurement, to tenant protections, to criminal justice reform, as it relates to driver's licenses, suspensions, cybersecurity protections for military passport holders, to incentivizing renewable energy, and protecting immigrants from fraud. I'm especially proud of my legislation that created the Virginia Affordable Housing Trust Fund, which has already invested over $1.7 million on projects in our community, and my efforts this year to increase overall funding to $18 million. Going forward, we have to focus on jobs and the economy, education, and the needs of working families. I pledge to continue fighting for better schools, long-term transportation solutions, environmental safeguards, new jobs and economic development, and the Virginia values of embracing diversity, tolerance, and compassion that we all hold dear. Politics is about improving people's lives. As I hope I've shown you over the last 8 years, I will always work hard to make sure Virginia is a place where we lift everyone up and leave no one behind. I look forward to the conversation this evening.
Good evening, Arlington Young Democrats, and thank you for the invitation. Thank you, Delegate Lopez, for being here this evening, and thank you to everyone else here this evening. The 49th District, my friends, is not only historic and vibrant, but it is a place that is culturally diverse. And now more than ever, not only does our country, our state, and the 49th District needs leaders who have integrity, character, and are honest. Our community deserves a public servant who is progressive, transparent, and accountable. Someone who will be a new perspective to the table and enrich and elevate the voices of people like yourselves, the young people. And that's why I fully support your resolution calling on more financial investment early on in the careers for young progressives seeking political careers. I am that person. My name is J.D. Spain. I'm a candidate for Virginia House of Delegates. Many of you know I'm a retired Marine Corps veteran of 26 years, combat veteran that is. A former Department of Defense Congressional Fellow, a former Senior Advisor in the Marine Corps Legislative Affairs in the Pentagon, a former Board of Director to a nonprofit organization in Virginia, a former Commissioner on the Arlington Civil Service Commission, and currently serve as the President of the Arlington branch of the NAACP, where I've been with the NAACP for many years. It's nonpartisan, but what we've done there, we've worked for years on civil rights, for decades to eliminate race-based discrimination across many platforms. And I've been there, my friends, where the rubber meets the road. As a community activist and a resident of the 49th for 10 years, I'm also a parent of 3 children that went through Arlington Public Schools. I see the experience, I have the experience and have the first-hand knowledge of what things and how they affect people every day, more especially our young Democrats. I have a few priorities: education, affordable living, social justice, effective representation. I hope to discuss that with you this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much.